Good evening, Speed Gaming 3, and welcome to week 6 of Super Metroid Randomizer League. My name is the Hockey Towner, and joining me in the commentary booth is Beeps.
Ayo. How is everyone doing?
Beeps, we have a really special one here. We've got Dash Recall between Croc's Third Law and the Catgirls. Representatives of those teams are Thornado and Antinomy, aka Sephi, respectively.
All right, shoot Ripper Boyan is a seed for this one. Can't really say anything about that one, but Ohms are cool.
Ohms are cool, and I'm trying to popularize the Choot Shoot instead of the toilet in Meridia, but it's
See, I don't think of that as a Choot Shoot, but I think of the watering hole supers as a Choot Soups, because there's like a Choot right above the super missile.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Was it the Sprite? Jeez.
Just the buff Gagar. I love it. So I'm relatively new to Dash Recall, Beeps. I've been trying to read up on it in the mere seconds before we started. And this seems like a very interesting new kind of rule set and item set, and a lot of new wrinkles compared to the original Dash.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I don't know too many of the differences between Recall and the original, but this is mostly just a revamped version of the original Dash settings, which came out a few years ago now, actually.
Yeah, it has been a couple years. It has been a couple years for sure. So two of the most exciting new items, I should say 3 of the exciting new items, are the pressure valve, the heat shield, and the double jump. The pressure valve and the heat shield will enable our runners to have the effects, like the environmental effects of the gravity and Varia suits respectively, but not the not the damage reduction.
All right, so a wave beam in the ceiling up there, and for those that haven't seen Dash before, you might notice that there's a 20 next to the map on Tornado's screen. It just went up to a 50, so that is basically the beam damage.
Oh, that's so interesting. I love that's displayed, because doesn't everybody start with like a baby charge beam as well?
Yeah. So I guess actually more specifically that I believe that is the charge beam's damage. Like if you were to charge a shot, it'll do 50 damage. So this starter charge they have, it'll just do the base beam damage.
And Chad is also telling us, Beeps, that you only get partial environmental effects with the pressure valve and the heat shield.
Yes. So if you have the pressure valve, which is an item that is basically a baby gravity suit, you basically get gravity except in the area called just East Meridia, which basically once you go into Aqueduct, you would just have water movement if you have only pressure valve with no gravity. And the heat shield will basically give upper warfare heat resistance, like 100%, but it will only give 50% heat resistance to lower warfare heat damage.
That's so clever that they did that. I love it.
So basically, baby gravity, baby Varia.
Baby gravity, baby Varia, baby charge beam from the get-go, and also 4 separate levels of charge beam.
Yeah. And it looks like we're not getting a BT skip here.
Oh my gosh. Plus baby space jump and the double jump. But yes, you're right, Beeps. We will have a bomb Chorizo fight because the item was bombs. Thus awaketh the bomb Chorizo. And Beeps, our runners would do well to avoid the decapitation animation.
Decapitation is slow, and it looks like Sephi got that.
Well done from Thornado, though, to avoid the decapitation animation. So only missiles to be found so far. So our runners all but have to go to Terminator here. And then they'll be checking out kind of Green Brinstar. Very similar routing to like a vanilla category in the speedrun of this game. And a vanilla energy tank. Very interesting so far. Beeps, what between the heat shield and the pressure valve, what kind of has more potential to break open the seed, do you think?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I would want to say. Actually, I really can't say knowing these runners.
These runners are incredibly skilled. We are going to see some death-defying tricks at their convenience throughout this run.
I'm thinking, well, if they know suitless movement or suitless meridian movement, then the pressure valve wouldn't do as much. But if they're doing like lower warfare movement, then having actual, I don't know, having the heat reduction is nice.
Ooh, Thornito having to get that tricky backup and does well to do so, but Sephi already into the... What the... It's another reserve tank, or another vanilla item. The reserve tank at Brinstar is a reserve tank. But however, we are getting super missiles at early supers, just in a different spot. So still needing to find those power bombs. Sometimes these seeds can be so tricky in burying those power bombs somewhere.
True. Because they got the bombs so early, the game can put power bombs wherever they want.
Oh, that's an excellent point. Yeah, because you do need explosives to progress out of criteria. But there's still many, many checks to be had. And also, I did learn that the watering hole, sky missiles, and Mickey Mouse are now major item locations instead of minors.
Yeah.
So definitely some tweaks and also some new strategies and tactics that will be discovered thanks to this thanks to these improvements and modifications to the original Dash randomizer. Chat saying that watering hole isn't speed lock, they added in spazer blocks. That's an interesting point as well that relates back to the original Dash. There were several What is going on right now, babes?
Wow. All these vanilla items.
Unbelievable.
One thing worth noting about the charge is that in order to get all the charge upgrades, they got rid of a few tanks and yeah.
Completely worth it though, Beeps, because these are consummate professionals, not only in this race, but throughout this entire randomizer league. There really isn't a novice runner among them. You really have to have an incredibly cosmic and wrinkled brain to even play Super Metroid Randomizer. This is very interesting so far. I'm curious what is going to be the item that kind of unlocks the seed for these runners. Yeah, Chad also pointing out, Beeps, that Kraid E-Tank is no longer a major item, which just makes me so sad because it was the janitor's closet in Kraid's warehouse. The frog pocket.
Yeah.
So Sephi checking the Spazer location, but only an E-Tank there in Red Brinstar. I wonder if he's going to continue on to Kraid and Norfair, or if he's going to go up. Beeps, what am I even saying? They both went down. Like the choice was made a while ago. Come on, Hockey. Call me out on my BS, Beeps.
Sorry, I was looking at chat. I was not paying attention to you. My bad.
I mean, you've done well to not pay attention to me, Beeps.
With all due respect.
Yeah, of course, of course. No disrespect intended, Hockey, but very good. Very good. So we will see some Kraid fights from these two runners. And if you're just joining us here on Speed Gaming 3, we do have a special one for you. Week 6 Dash Recall Super Metroid Item Randomizer League between Croc's Third Law and the Catgirls. Our runners have made it through pink, green, and red Brinstar, about to fight Kraid. Look at that textbook Kraid quick kill from Sephi. Ooh,
And Screw Attack.
The Screw Attack
is an item I was kind of surprised wasn't nerfed in Dash, but it isn't nerfed. So,
well, don't give them any ideas, Beebs, for Dash 3.0 when you're gonna have.
I mean, they nerf
multiple-
things like plasma and stuff. So,
Oh, they
I don't
nerf.
know.
They nerf
Yeah.
plasma.
Yeah, plasma doesn't do as much damage.
That's fair. Plasma is pretty OP.
Screw Attack's also pretty OP.
It is, yes. Especially this early in the game where you get the most usability out of it. Very nice Kraid quick kill there from Thorn.
And yeah, Steffi gonna check Jander's closet. There's the first power bomb.
There they are. The very first power bomb pack. Chat, you win 100 million artificial dollars for your guess. Way to go, chat. First PBs. Frog Pocket. So that's pretty much, except for anything requiring the speed booster, they pretty much have full access to anywhere.
Also, I gotta point out that the baby Kraid hit right there. Baby Kraid does a ton of damage, so you don't want to get hit by that.
They buffed Baby Kraid? I love this.
Wait, they did?
No, I'm asking. Oh, are you just saying like normally he does?
Oh no, because Tornado got hit by Baby Kraid.
Oh, okay, yeah, with no suits or anything.
Yeah.
No, living that no suit life. But now, thanks to Dash Recall, you don't even need suits. You can have alternatives to suits. You'll love to see it. So 3 E-Tanks and a reserve tank beeps. What kind of hell run does that put on the table here?
I'm not sure about Logic, but I'm pretty sure they can get the Bubble Mountain in Logic right now. I mean, the runners might check out Ice. If Sephi does a save, I'm pretty sure he's going to Ice.
Gotcha, for sure. I think that'd be a good play here, but it does look like
In
he's continuing on to Cathedral, perhaps.
Yeah.
Ah, he's going. Yeah, backtracking down to save.
So yeah, probably going to check out Ice then, because Ice can have good stuff. It's also kind of out of the way, too.
For sure, for sure.
And I remember, yeah, seeing him talk about saving here, so...
It's so interesting, like, you know, you don't normally see saves. You almost never see saves in the vanilla game unless it's a race safety or unless it's, you know, to guarantee a dub over an opponent that perhaps took a death earlier in the run. However, saves, especially in Randomizer, are so strategically important. And I think this is a really smart one from both of these players.
Yeah, because it looks like Sephi's going to reset just for the E-Tank.
Very, very smart play to have that save. Otherwise, you're forced to pick up the item, traverse all the way back to Business Center, and then continue on to Cathedral. I just can't get enough of that sprite from Sephi. The ship, too, is the thing of nightmares, but I absolutely love it at the same time. So I wonder if Thorn's going to reset here. Probably.
I don't... Thorn's health wasn't that great. Oh, I mean, it's fine, but it wasn't as good as Sephi's going into the save.
For sure, for sure. They're choosing to keep it.
Yeah.
So I wonder what Bubble Mountain's going to have, because there are a ton of checks to be had at Bubble. I mean, there's 4 minors and 3 majors.
Oh, so I don't know how many minors there are, but yeah, there are. At Bubble Mountain, I think there's only 2 majors. Wait, no, never mind. Yeah, 3. Sorry, I'm dumb.
No,
I'm confusing. I'm
Beeps,
confusing it with the
take it
last 2
back.
settings. Because last week is Chozo.
Of course, Chozo. But
So
Beeps, take it back. You're not dumb.
my mind was still on Chozo.
That's fair, completely fair. I didn't even do commentary last week. I've been slacking. Gave all you people, you lovely people, a break. But now we're back and better than ever, just like Croc's Third Law and the Catgirls here on Speed Gaming 3.
Chozo on the mind.
Now this is really interesting to me from Thorn.
Yeah.
Is it good to do X-ray here? No, skipping past X-ray, going.
Looks like
making a beeline for the wrecked ship, Beeps.
Yeah. This will be interesting. And best beam right there.
It's the home version of Plasma Beam. We have Plasma Beam at home. If Bubble Mountain turns out to be a bust, this might be a huge play from Thorn.
Yeah. But yeah, again, Spacer has some utility in Dash. Granted, the utility is getting through Bot Wound and also Waterway.
Oh, for sure, that's right. It's no longer speed locked.
So I'm pretty sure with the Bot Wound, you're also able to just go completely skip Bot Wound by going through Cack Alley.
Right. Definitely an option. Now this is another key save here from Sephi as Thorn tries to cross the moat. This is very, very challenging.
Yeah, it looks like going for the HBJ here.
The horizontal bomb jump.
I think you mean high boot jump.
The high boot jump? Perhaps so. More to follow. Oh, so close to getting that continuous wall jump was Thorn. So very close. More power bombs for Sephi. That puts him 1 missile pack shy. Well, I guess you can still Crystal Flash on 10 missiles, but you'd have to have 10. You gotta have to have 10 out of 10. So this is important, Beeps, because Sephi did save at Bubble pre-Wave Beam. No longer has Crystal Flash ammo. I hope this doesn't come back to haunt him later. Yeah, Chad asking, what is in the lower right corner of Sephi's game feed? That is a dancing crocodile. Shaking what his mama gave him.
I was just gonna say sussy Croc.
Definitely sussy Croc. So now we'll get the Upper Norfair reserve check from Sephi, skipping the supers, but Beeps, more ammo, more better.
He'll probably get it on the way back.
Darn. But what if he resets? What then? What then? Ooh.
Then it's not important enough.
What a refreshing item pickup, the Snapple Beam. I mean, Grapple Beam, sorry. Got double supers here at Upper Norfair Reserve. Who needs Charge Beam?
Yeah, that would be a dangerous super pickup because of the where it was, but this one it's right there. And also supers are good. Please don't die, Sephi. Oh, okay, I guess Sephi's skipping supers anyway.
Yep. No supers for Sephi. Completely understandable though. And now we will be able to see The Frog Speedway reversal with that wave. So yes, Thorn
There
has
it is.
crossed the moat. Beautiful job, Thornito. That is a, what is it, a 2-frame window followed by a 1-frame or vice versa?
Oh, I just want to point out on Sephi's stream, there's a cool little trick there. You can use a clip through those blocks. If you have wave and spazer or wave plasma, you're able to just shoot up in a corner and go through. But if you're doing an in-room setup for CWJ, it's a 1-frame jump and a 1-frame wall jump. If you do the out-of-room setup, it's 1 frame on the first jump, 2 frames on the wall jump.
Unbelievable stuff. So double frame perfect if you're in the room, which Thorn certainly was.
Yeah.
So kudos to Thorn. That's an extremely difficult trick. And also shout outs to Chad. Thanks Exact Science for setting me straight on the frame windows of the CWJ. In fact, she did it faster than you did, Beeps, so
There is a lot to say, okay? 2 things happening at the same time. But thank you, exactly.
You're a good sport. You're a good sport, Beeps. Oh my goodness, I love to see this from Sephi. The Sloater's refill visit.
Heck
Meanwhile,
yeah.
Thornito locked in Mortal Kombat here with Fantoon.
Sloaty's repeats.
Oh my gosh. The throwback. And an X-ray check. This is going to be, well, actually it won't be hard because Sephi does have grapple beam. No need to damage boost off the waivers. No need to turn off screw attack. Sephi can just, using that incredible upper body strength on that sprite. No problem at all. Hope it pays off for him. Thorn's looking sharp though against Fantoon. He's got Fantoon on the ropes.
Oh, another Seth skipping the charge upgrade.
Very interesting. I think sunken cost applies here. I think you grab that. I really do.
I mean, that would have given another, what, 60 damage on the charge shot?
I think so, yeah. It would have brought him up to 240. Very interesting move. We'll see if it pays off. Chat's saying 270 total, so 90 more. Going with the hero shot up Red Tower. Very nice climb, but also a very nice Fantoon fight from Thorn. That ghost is busted, Beeps, and we'll see what the wreck ship has in store for Croc's third law. The X-ray scope. So even though Plaza's been nerfed, even though charge has been split into, you know, pieces of Triforce, essentially, is microwave still a viable strat for dash recall? Open question to chat, not just Beeps.
Open question?
Open question.
Wait, what? Are you talking about the X-ray? Was that a question?
Yes. About even though Plaza's been nerfed and Charge Beam has been split into so many pickups now, it's 3 separate pickups, or is it 4? 4 separate pickups. Is microwaving bosses still a viable strategy?
I mean, probably. I don't see why it wouldn't, but it just take more microwaves.
For sure. Or, you know, scoping out all 6 or 5 of those item pickups, for sure.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you're trying to... I guess, yeah, it depends on your damage output, because if you have just a single plasma beam without any charge upgrades, it's going to deal, what, 100 damage? That's just like the equivalent of a missile. So you could just, at that point, just spam missiles. Oh, and there is one of the new items there.
Ooh, I didn't even get to see it. What does it look like?
Oh, it's a blue diamond. I believe that is the pressure valve.
A blue diamond, huh? I like blue diamonds. So Sephi up against Fantoon here. Thorn having found the pressure valve. And Kip to the rescue in chat saying Fantoon is almost identical, Botoon more nerfed, Dragon heavily nerfed, but not bad.
Thank you, Kip. And these trippers, they're awful. Nobody likes trippers.
Nobody likes trippers because this Sky Missile is a major now, Beeps.
Yeah.
Have to check this. Ooh, Seffi went for that Doppler.
Tornado does have bombs, so you could go for bomb jumping instead, but...
Whether the trippers, rippers, trapper keepers, what have you, this game is full of interesting enemy design and also movement. But that's another ghost busted. Antinomy of the Catgirls has defeated Fantoon, unlocking full access to the wrecked ship. Oh,
just
so close.
E.
Just another E-tank at Sky. So with that, well, wait a minute. So, wrecked ship reserve is no longer speed locked. Is that correct?
I don't think it's speed locked, but I don't remember what the prerequisites are. Give me a second.
I wonder if it's just a bomb block now.
Bombs open wrecked ship reserve location.
Perfect. So that means Thorn will be able to pick up that pressure valve. And so what areas of Meridia, Beeps, does it allow for friction-free movement?
So it allows movement anywhere except East Meridia. So like once you enter Aqueduct, then you are in the suitless underwater movement. But until then, you have free reign.
Oh, no kidding. Very interesting. Kind of the depths of Meridia, kind of, you know, pre-boss area. You will not have it. So I wonder if you're Thorn here, Beeps, and you grab the pressure valve and you just immediately... Ooh, this is really, really dicey. Wow! Great wall jumping there from Thorn and secures the pressure valve. Do you just make a beeline for Meridia? Do you just say the heck with Norfair?
I would say at this point, there's a bunch of good stuff in Meridia right now. I guess... My thought would be go Meridia, personally. Just because pressure valve... Oh, and never mind, go Norfair.
Oh, the double!
Okay.
That's so... Oh, this just got real interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to bias Thorn towards Norfair.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if Thorn does that, he's going to strike out on all of those items pretty much, except for Grapple Beam.
Which, at this point, Grapple is kind of useless.
That's a good point.
Actually...
That's a very good point.
Actually, you know what? Grapple is useful to get through Coliseum and Aqueduct.
That's right.
So
you do have to worry about lower Norfair.
So
I should say Meridia.
Yeah. Meridia will be pretty fast. Not as fast as with Grav, but, you know, it's still pretty fast.
Yeah, so now Thorn making his way towards... It's got to be Forgotten Highway.
Oh, yeah.
It's just got to be. But this is going to be a great pickup for Thor here because it's an energy tank. Full refill pre-Meridia. And we know the enemies of Meridia absolutely hit like a freight train. And so Plasma... You still have to defeat Dragon to have access to Plasma Beam?
I don't think so.
Incredible. I love it.
Because, yeah, it's now a blue door, and the pink pirates have been changed to green pirates, I believe. And, yeah.
I love that.
So,
but
you don't even have to worry about being able to kill the pirates.
That's good for our runners, but it does look like Thorn is bailing on Forgotten Highway, so we won't see an East Meridia entrance just yet. But Seffi's made it down through bowling, will be collecting his heat shield and pressure valve. And then, chat, your guess is as good as mine and Beep's about what the next optimal play will be.
I mean, at this point, I would have to say, honestly, I don't know. Probably go to Meridia because
I think so too.
They can kill Dragon. There's a bunch of items down there as well.
Not only kill Dragon, but have a really tidy fight, at least for Seffi having that grapple beam.
Yeah. Oh,
I guess very easy.
True. I keep forgetting that Tornado didn't go and get grapple yet.
But he does have 30 supers on tap, Beeps, so it's more than enough ammo.
I mean, I'm not concerned about killing Dragon. I'm just concerned about movement and speed.
Sure. It's an excellent point.
I guess they don't even have. I don't know. I don't know how comfortable they are with high jumpless, suitless Meridia.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Because high jumpless movement is a little slow. But there's also Mama Turtle. There's the, what's it called? The Choot Soup. See, I don't know what they call it, but I know it's called Choot Soup. So.
I love it. Yeah, so maybe a Meridia dip, not a full commit to Meridia. Maybe just dip your toes in the water. Get it, Beeps? Meridia? Water?
Well, okay, so Seffi can get through Botland Hallway right now because of Spazer.
Oh my gosh. That's true. Does have the Spazer beam. A valuable item in Dash and Dash Recall. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it from Seffi. I want to see the Meridia dip. But it does look like Seffi's going all the way back to Pink Bryn.
There are 2 items here that a set that he didn't get. Neither him nor Tornado.
I mean, if you're Seffi right now, the clock is kind of ticking because Thorn is probably going to full clear Upper Norfair, with the exception of maybe Crocomire. But at least a full bubble clear.
Oh, Wave Gate's a thing. I already forgot.
The Wave Gate. Of course.
I'm thinking about Edicoons and Waterway, but I forgot about Wave Gate. Nice super there. Good Kojak.
Absolutely classic. Look at that, just plowing through.
Grab at Waterway. Okay.
The true suit. The gravity suit. So that is unrestricted movement in all forms of water. I think that's a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, pretty good.
Especially because, like we said earlier, Beeps, like Thorn is having to do all these Norfair checks that Seffi already did. So it's like, it's almost like you at worst you break even here if you're Seffi.
And Tornado has to do those checks in order to get gravity to begin with. So.
It's an excellent point. He has to have that Spazer beam if he wants grab.
More E. Doesn't hurt because I have a feeling we may not be seeing gravity. Or sorry, not be seeing Varia.
Yeah, Varia could definitely be just buried somewhere. Where are the places it can't be, Beeps?
You
like
caught me off guard.
Ridley or something, maybe. Chat's gonna know.
Yeah, I would want to. I don't know if it can be in Lower Norfair or not with the heat shield.
Oh, for sure.
Because yeah. Yeah. Guess
that's right. No suits in Criteria. Oh, anywhere else? Oh, just no suits at Gauntlet. Fascinating.
Well, suits restriction, and the gauntlet's the only thing they haven't checked.
True. Yeah, the rest are just minor items.
But yeah, Sephi orphaning the Edikun item, which is reasonable.
Maybe that's where Vari is. You know, maybe they're in the same place, just like Heat Shield and Pressure Valve were. Yeah, Sephi's just gonna blaze through Meridian now with this item loadout. Chad asking, what are the Edikuns? The Edikuns are the cute, cuddly little green creatures that teach you how to wall jump at the bottom of Green Brinstar. They are the most polarizing NPC in this game after Shacktool. Although Shacktool isn't really an NPC, more of an enemy.
Okay, I see how it is.
I mean, you can't kill the Edikuns, at least not directly. Spoiler alert. No, chat, they're not taunting you. They're encouraging you to wall jump. They want you to succeed.
Also, looks like Tornado may have unequipped Screw Attack. Okay, there we go.
Back on. Precisely, chat. You condemn them to death if you do not rescue them, but that's a very oblique way. Shacktool, you can just come in, just power beam blazing, and just blow the heck away. Shacktool.
Shaking my SMH, my head.
Are you on Team Shacktool, Beep?
Yeah.
So am I.
I love Shacktool.
I do too.
Oh.
The hardest working robot in the game.
He seems so apt at killing him, though.
I what? I'm not pro killing Shacktool at all. Man, just an E-tank at Plasma. That's kind of a bummer for Sephi. And we are gonna have a Croc check. I wonder if Thor's gonna, go all the way to grapple.
Nice Croc hitbox.
Yeah. Ooh. Not just the double jump, but the space jump. That's going to be a huge movement advantage for Tornado. And a little reverse cack alley here from Sephi. This is a tough room, even with this loadout, but Sephi just making it look oh so easy. Oh my god, the wall jump animation on that sprite is so cursed. I love it.
So Sephi using grapple with it for its intended use here.
Yeah, you don't often see an intended Coliseum. What a treat. So Tornado is making it all the way to grapple. Curious what's gonna be there.
Nice super.
All right, what do we got, Beeps? High jump.
Oh, okay.
No way. Always bet on Croc wins again. Oh, yes. That just dealt Tornado back in. That is Pressure Valve and Various Suit. And you're already in Norfair, Beeps. Do you just go straight lower Norfair and just go in guns blazing?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I feel like it would be so slow for Sephi to have to get that. Sephi hit the diagonal. Yes!
There it is.
You love to see it. Dude, the diagonal. Oh, I do love this game. I don't know if Thornito needs gravity. I mean, he's got the pressure valve. And Sephi picking up the post-Dragon charge upgrade, bringing him to level 2 out of 4. 250 per charge shot's pretty decent damage, wouldn't you say, Beeps?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It isn't bad if it's
It's almost a super. Almost.
Actually, that is a good question because I was thinking if Tornado goes for high jumpless lava dive, LN is the play, but I didn't even think to ask if he knew how to do that or felt comfortable doing that in a race more. Like, I feel like he probably knows how, but you know, race consistency is a very different than knowing how to do something.
No question. No question, because that's an excellent point. We are going to see a little dip here into Meridia here from Thorn. The pressure valve allowing him to move through West Meridia unimpeded, so we will see at least a Mama Turtle check. Just an E-tank at Mama Turtle. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Sephi's into the aqueduct. Completely bypassing Botoon. Unnecessary to do battle.
I imagine we're going to be seeing a shoot soup from Sephi here. We're actually probably a sand pit, never mind. Based on the save. I think
so.
Or, you know, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Ah, yes. Up and around. Love to see it.
Because I'm wondering what's going through Sephi's head right now. Maybe he's thinking about going for Variolous LN, but using the heat shield.
That's an excellent point.
Actually, probably not, based on the fact that he's skipping these miners.
Yeah, I feel like Sephi's in a pretty tough position here. And oh man.
Plasma.
So Thorn finding Plasma Beam as well as a pack of PBs, but going to be skipping those PBs for sure. Sephi also grabbing them. Thought about it for a second there, Beeps, but ultimately decides to grab that Plasma Beam.
Yeah, probably a smart choice.
But I feel like if Sephi has to commit to getting Varia, that's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah. The thing is, I think he's going to have to commit based on the fact that he's not getting Crystal Flash ammo.
Oh, that's another good point.
Because if he's getting more ammo, I could totally see that. But this is not safe for LN.
No.
So, okay. The few locations that he hasn't checked are Edicoons, the Mama Turtle, and the one water sandfall room, reserve tank. That one.
Yeah, that one. Of course.
And Croc, of course.
And Croc. And Croc. And Croc was anything but a Croc because Varia was a grapple. Quick reset there from Sephi. Where's the last save he had?
Aqueduct without Plasma.
I'm pretty sure. Man. I wonder if he's going to orphan Plasma then.
Absolutely.
Well, that's kind of a bummer.
It be that way.
It do, Beeps.
Oh yeah, here's one of the changes to in Dash. You can get the Shack tool without many items.
Nice. Look at that, there's no sand. I used to know a great sand guy, but not anymore. Another charge upgrade. So that is all 4 charge upgrades discovered. Ooh, nice pickup for Thornito.
And horizontal jump bomb.
Horizontal jump bomb. Beeps, you're blowing my mind right now. So I obviously Thor has a massive movement advantage in Lower Norfair here. Not only a survival advantage, but a movement advantage. However, Sephi has already defeated Dragon.
Well, Thor is in a good spot to be able to kill Dre now.
No question. And it's not, I mean, is Shaq Tool so far away from the boss?
I would not say so. Because you can just go up the toilet and then...
Oh, you mean the shoot?
Yeah. So, and then you can do go through the Batun Hall, or not Batun Hall, what's that room called? I already forgot the name.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Cack Alley. You won't have to fight Botoon. You can just go backwards.
Because Cack Alley with space jump is pretty easy.
Just look at the usage of that shoot. You love to see it. Toilets don't have two-way traffic, beeps.
I don't know what type of toilet you're using.
Oh my gosh! Not to mention that it's defended by choots.
Wait, your toilet doesn't have two-way traffic? Really?
No! Oh. Are you mad?
I plead the fifth.
Alright, plead the fifth, beeps, all the way. So Sephi's sitting on 5 energy tanks plus a reserve tank.
Yeah,
does not have double crystal flash ammo, but does have single.
I'm gonna say Thor is in a very strong spot right now.
I think the only thing that could help Sephi is something like Speed Booster, but we also don't know where that is. It's probably in Lower Norfair.
It's gotta be in Lower Norfair or Edecoons.
Yeah. If it was Edecoons, then boy, oh boy. You hate to see it.
Actually, Tornado not going to be going to Dragon right now. Or, never mind, Tornado going to Dragon now.
Maximum Dragon. But Sephi perhaps going to check Croc here, beeps? Perhaps? Perhaps?
Maybe, who knows?
I mean, we'll find out pretty soon.
Tornado not going to check Dragon. So, there is a way to get through that area with this item set, but I guess maybe he doesn't feel comfortable enough doing that, which is, it's reasonable.
Isn't it just like exceptionally hard, beeps, to do those wall jumps or what have you?
If you have space jump, you don't have to do the underwater wall jumps, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe you do. I actually don't know.
Well, chat knows I don't, beeps.
It's been a while, but I love underwater wall jump. It's a fun trick.
I see in chat pointing at making a really good point, beeps, that...
Oh, and Sephi going to Croc now.
Yeah, Sephi has to know that either Edecoons or Croc has Varia.
Yeah.
And this route's almost perfectly for Sephi because he'll grab Varia and then make the long haul through Lower Norfair.
Yeah.
A0 in chat pointing out 2/3 chance of Varia at Croc because the only other major location Sephi hasn't checked is Edecoons. Boy, we got some scholarly people in chat, peeps.
Oh, and Tornado gonna be checking out the Green Bryn area.
I think he's going all the way back to Waterway?
Yeah. Waterway, Wave Gate, and Edecoons.
I mean, Edecoons, yeah.
Just gonna stop at Waterway. Okay, don't die, Sephi.
Right, 36 energy. No reserves, or at least not on auto.
Nah, just no reserves.
Oh, gosh. Look at this X-ray check here from Tornado, showing off the utility of that space jump.
Oh, wait. Never mind. Sephi did check X-ray. But yeah.
That's right.
This is going to come down to it.
He did skip it. So Sephi could potentially have full charge beam with that sandpit check and the X-ray check, so... I don't know, right now Thor does have the damage output advantage. But a slim one.
Yeah. So I will say that Sephi is going to get a chance to hit the Nutty refill, which will be pretty good to have.
No question. Nutella refill definitely on the way to Lower Norfair. Definitely a wise move at this juncture.
Yeah. And nice forward-facing pose right there. Love it when it happens.
Sensational there from Sephi.
You get to see buff Gengar in all its glory.
I love the space jump animation for that sprite too. It's just so amazing. So Chad asking the Nutella what? The Nutella refill. So the refill on the way to the entrance to Lower Norfair is called the Nutella refill or the Nutty refill.
So I take back what I said. I think Sephi is now in a very good spot compared to
I think this
now.
I think due to there was a little bit of indecisiveness from Thornado there in Meridia. I think that did cost him enough time that Sephi is in a pretty commanding lead here.
Yeah, because I would say that if Thornado went straight to Dragon, it would have been a very close race.
No question, because that puts him with Varia's suit heading to Lower Norfair, puts Sephi collecting Varia from Grapple. It's a very, very tight race then. A really nice Lower Norfair entrance there from Sephi, showing off the usage of all those vanilla items that the game expects you to have by the time you reach LN. I just absolutely love this item loadout for Lower Norfair.
You just have to not care.
Look at this worst room in the game, rendered simply a room in the game, Beebs.
Yeah.
I don't think Sephi... Well, actually... Does Sephi have enough... If Sephi doesn't find Speed or Ice, does he have enough ammo to defeat all the Zebs?
Technically, yeah, but it'd be really slow and horrible.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's banking on Ice behind Ridley or something like that.
And I guess another small change, Mickey Mouse is a major now.
Oh, that's right. Plus, there's also Fire Fleas as well.
I doubt he's going to check Fire Fleas until after.
Right. You know, kind of hedge your bets, you know, check Ridley, check Fire Fleas. Mickey Mouse is on the way out, though, isn't it? Or no? I'm thinking of the other one.
Mickey Mouse is attached to Worst Through.
That's right. It's above all those Skigas in that hallway, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey Mouse was the fourth and final reserve tank. Thank you, Chet.
Well, there's only 2 reserve tanks in this game.
What?
Yeah, they got rid of reserve tanks to charge upgrades and stuff.
The second and final reserve tank, then. Oh, man. Yeah, very nice double KO there from Sephi. Sephi's really turning on the afterburners here. This has been really impressive. This fight is definitely not going to be free, though, Beeps, even with 10 supers. 250 per charge shot from Sephi. Not a ton of energy. This could be a little bit tough.
I mean, it's just a bit harder than New Route. So, but I guess damage-wise, they have more health than New Route, like way more health.
True.
Because like Sephi has 5 tanks plus reserve. Tornado has 7 plus reserve as well. So, and also, I guess Tornado has more suits. So actually, probably easier than New Route. Am I kidding?
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy for breezy, would you say?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So got the color change on Ridley. But the problem with Ridley is the more you damage him, the more aggressive he becomes. Look at those supers, an absolute fusillade of supers from Sephi. Try saying that 10 times fast. Fusillade of supers from Sephi. Whew. And that is a dead Ridley. Very nice fight from Sephi.
Based on the items, he has to know that there's a double jump.
The double jump. That's such a cool icon for it.
Yeah. He has to know that ice and speed are close, or one or the other, because the only item he didn't get or didn't see, I guess, is Gauntlet and Edicoons.
That's right.
So if he checks all the other stuff and there's no ice or speed, just go to Gauntlet.
Just go to Gauntlet. Just last location, Gauntlet right before Torian, and get what you need to complete the Zeb skip.
Yeah.
Unless it's at Firefly.
But at that point, you don't need to go to Gauntlet.
Exactly.
Speed at Fireflies for super jump? Yes. We need more super jump.
We need more super jumps.
Oh, no one checked GT. Never mind.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. The screw attack item location, yeah. So what is the probability then? 1 in 4 that Fireflies is ice?
I mean,
it's pretty good odds.
Probably. I mean, ice and speed are the two things that are needed. So the only problem would be if you have ice and speed at GT and Edicoon, which is probably what's going to happen is seeing what's going on.
All right, so it is not at Firefly, so that's a 1 in 3 chance that it's at Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, but also 1 in 3 chance of speed at Gauntlet.
So a 2 out of 3 that our runners will get what they need at Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Dang.
Finding speed.
Sounds like Edicoon's really had the goods then. Oh my gosh, Lower North Air is just so simple with screw attack. I love it. Just bust through those 3 musketeers. Yeah, Thor able to do a super's worth, but I think Ridley takes double damage from supers, or no?
Well, yeah, but doesn't take double damage from the charge shot.
Exactly. So half super damage here per charge shot. Yeah, chat's still discussing kind of the Gauntlet Edicoon's dichotomy. I think you just check Gauntlet here. I think you skip Edicoon's.
Yeah.
It's just too out of the way, I think. So here's a question, Beeps. If you pick up double jump after getting space jump, it doesn't overwrite your space jump, does it?
Probably not.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, I doubt the depths be that mean.
Oh, that'd be just absolutely brutal.
I mean, I guess, yeah, ammoing the Zebs is fine, but it's just ammoing the Zebs, and that feels gross. Also, Ice Beam would make the Metroids a lot faster anyway.
Good point. It might be worth it, especially with this item loadout, Beeps, with Space Jump, as well as Screw Attack. That's going to be a very fast Gauntlet check, and it routes directly to Torian.
Yeah, there's no reason not to check Gauntlet.
Yeah, I think you have to.
There's 1 out of 3 chance it loses time, 2 out of 3 it saves time. That's the way I see it, at least.
For sure.
Because if you are ammo shots you have to do on the Zebs, the more you have for Mother Brain.
Good point.
With Ice, Metroids give more drops. Yeah, it's not super important though, because they're the runners are probably gonna have to ship refill anyway, just because their
right.
charge shot damage is so bad. The supers are so good.
Oh, look at this. Tornado backtracking just a slight bit to Fireflea's. Just a little energy tank skip. Skip that one.
And nice cursed ship sprite.
Unbelievable. Never seen anything like it in my life. Well, we'll have the moment of truth momentarily, Beeps.
Okay.
I mean, just look at how fast you can do Gauntlet. I really feel like the game intends for you to have space jump and screw attack there.
And
there
there's
it is.
ice cream.
There it is. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Ice Beam. Just incredible. So that means speed was at the bottom of Bryn.
Or GT.
Or GT, correct. My money's on Edacoons, though. Just a hunch.
Then funny little shooting the corner there from Tornado.
I love when that trick was discovered because it's become such a vital part of Super Metroid Randomizer.
Yeah. I just think about the one clip on Speed Gaming where one of the commentators is so confused. I think it's during an SMZ3 race too.
I've never seen this before.
Like, wait, that's a thing?
Oh yes. Amazing to me that in a nearly 30-year-old game, glitches and exploits are still being discovered as well as refined. And that Ice Beam just has so much utility down here in Tori and just makes these Metroid rooms oh so fast. So we'll see if Sephi can pull off the the baby skip here. We got options. Oh my god, that baby Metroid
I love the
sprite.
Gag Metroid, it's so good.
Beyond cursed. Oh, look at this. Look at this from Sephi.
Nice step skip, or Metroid skip there.
Was that the Stachio skip?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Not the sweatiest of the sweaty versions, but definitely very fast and very dangerous. You saw how close he was to being grabbed. What's some microwaved water snake here, Beeps? Thorn showing off the microwave beam with that plasma beam. And a picture perfect ice Zeb skip. Beeps, is there anything these runners can't do?
Can't think of anything.
So with 19 supers on tap, 300 per charge shot, this is going to be a decently long Mother Brain 2. Oh, so that's where Spring Ball was. I was like, wait, why did Sephi get Spring Ball? Why it was that Poach Room? Motherbrain playing a little aggressive here, but Sephi doing a good job into the catch-up phase, saving those supers. Very patient, very calculated fight here. Sephi into the baby cutscene. Thorn with that microwave beam against Dragon. Looks like going to be setting up for a little grapple quick kill. Just waiting for the goop beeps. Oh my. Watch that tail, watch that tail.
And there's Stray Gun.
Very nice. That's all 4 G4 bosses for Thorn, but Sephi almost into Motherbrain 3 here. This is Sephi's race to lose. Really nice shooting rhythm here from Sephi. Just a single onion ring escaping from Motherbrain.
Wow.
Yeah,
really solid MB3.
that was bonkers.
Embalming the eye.
Classic.
And what is that sprite? Is that Sephi?
I honestly I don't know. I gotta go to the let's go to the videotape. Oh my gosh, was it seriously the Seph? Oh
I think it
God.
was.
Oh my God. I don't believe this. Oh, give me the instant replay. Oh, and the no speed boosters, so gonna have to take the long way home, Beeps. Sephi making fine work of the Leodax room. Heading into the reverse fall, aka the climb. Beeps, you know what stands between Sephi / the Catgirls and victory?
What?
2 door transitions and Steam RNG, and that's it. That's it. This is it, Beeps. Hold on to your horses. Sephi has done it, finishing in first place with an official race time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 3 seconds. GG's to Sephi and the Catgirls.
GG. So, looks like Tornado is going to continue, which mad respect.
Oh yeah, big respect. It was a really well run seed from Thorn. It was kind of nip and tuck back and forth between these two esteemed runners. Unfortunately, Beeps, this does mean I do have to get going, but I know that you will finish the race in your more than capable hands and voice.
All
and
right.
it's been an absolute pleasure commentating with you. GG's to the Catgirls and Sephi, and we'll see how Thorn finishes it out.
Thank you for the co-com, Rockies. Good fun.
My absolute pleasure. And of course, let us not forget our illustrious tracker, Jestro Zooks, doing a tremendous job tracking all these races, including this one. So thank you so very much, Jestro, and the rest of our trackers.
Okay. Looks like we have Stephanie about to hop in. But yes, much love for hockey. Always fun to calm with him. But anyway, Tornado getting the Ice Beam out of Gauntlet and is now gonna go through the rest of the game, basically. With this loadout, it shouldn't take too long. So a full beam combo. I saw like 3 charge beam upgrades, so gonna be doing quite a bit of damage per charge shot. And also a ton of supers. All right, and it looks like we are joined by Sephi. Hello.
Yo, what's up? Oh my god, that's
GG
not
on the
G-
race.
no, that's not GG.
Oh, okay.
You know
Yes.
it,
This is a seed. That's all I can say.
but that's okay. So here's the thing: was it a seed or was it, like a, like obviously I can only speak for me. Was it a me?
It was a seed.
You think so?
I think so.
Wow. This is
Like
actually
the seed had you kind of running all over, and I don't know. It just seemed like a slow seed.
right.
But like, there are a lot of out of logic things that I was thinking about that just seemed like they could have been really good. Like if you were to go to Croc, get Varia, and then just do a high jump with Slava Dive into lower Norfair.
hmm
Like, but if you didn't do the high jump with Slava Dive, then you know it was gonna be a bad seed.
Right. No, yeah, like for sure because I really wanted to stay in Norfair. But that honestly, it was Spazer that kind of had me like, yeah, I could just dip out of this. I could just leave. I don't have to check.
But like the space are opening up a waterway which had gravity suit. That, oh man. And I'm guessing, was Speed at Edikun or GT? Did he see in the credits?
According to Tornado, he saw that it was at Edikun's, which
What a cursed seed.
and I was telling him in on race time, I completely forgot Edikun's. So it wasn't even a matter of like, it wasn't even a matter of me not wanting to go pick it up. I just completely forgot.
Wow.
So I'm like so glad that wasn't Varia. Gosh, that was, I don't know. I actually do not know. GG to Tornado. GG to Croc's Third Law. I hope that one was entertaining enough for Exact Science and for Becky to watch. I don't really care what my teammates think, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
I just feel it's only because I feel bad for my display. I was like, I had like all the knowledge. I was like, yo. And then I don't know. It's like this entire week, I was like all about clearing wreck ship first, right?
Yeah.
But the seed didn't do that for me.
Yeah. Because to go to wreck ship first, you'd have to do the CWJ or HBJ first of all, which those aren't fun. But also, I can't remember what they had, but I feel like it was really pushing it down.
Yeah. It was. It just did not feel good whatsoever. I did not like it. But yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. How was it like on your side? What you all watched? What did you all witness? What did you all think? What did you all criticize? What did you all?
It was a fun watch for sure. Definitely, I was considering like how you could route this seed. Like, I really would have liked to see a high jumpless lava dive, but I don't know what y'all are comfortable with in race settings, so I couldn't judge too hard for going out of logic like that, because that is a pretty big logical leap.
It is.
But it's also a really good one with like you had screw attack and space jump and Varia if you go to Croc.
Yeah.
But you just have to be able to do that one simple trick. Speedrun is saying for this one simple trick. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right. If I would have, I feel bad because I know Beefy's laughing his Croc off. Just that's exactly how I lost to Beefy last season.
Like doing a high jump and soft dive or not doing one?
No, not checking Croc.
Oh.
Yeah. Vario is the thing that kept me from. Yeah, I last locationed it. Like I pretty much did here.
And then you end up last locationing to find the ice beam too.
Yeah, it's like any one of either speed booster or ice would have done it for me, but none of them. They just weren't a thing. Anyway, but yeah, that's I wish Becky were here, of course. Wish but she chose not to race this week. Darn it. Thank you for the comments, Beeps.
Yeah, of course. I was just hoping we can get Tornado in here in a few minutes.
As soon as this plays out. But wait, is that all? You should keep judging. I don't know. You have thoughts?
I mean, I do have thoughts. I also have no thoughts right now, head empty. But there isn't really too much to say at this point because I was mostly going into like the logical stuff, or well, attempting to. I'm not that great at dash logic, but
yeah,
I was being filled in.
I don't know. All this could have just been bad all over. Yeah, was this the worst seed of the week? I feel like it was. I mean,
could not tell you.
Oh, I think the reason was, did you hit, or no, someone has to hit done, right?
Yeah, done will be done in a few seconds.
Okay.
And with that, Tornado's finished with a time of 1:18.19. So GG.
GG, Tornado. All right, let's get him in here. I really am curious. This one was a scary one. So scary. Now I know why you didn't join this, Beeps.
Well, I was just busy with other things. Hello, Tornado.
Hello.
GG, what's up?
Yeah, GG. You know, there's a small part of me that actually considered checking Shack before I did Norfair. And then I would have had boots when I got Varia, and I could have went right to LN. And I don't know if that would have won me the match, but it would have given me a decent extra bit of lead, I think.
I think if you did go to, I was thinking if you went to LN either through, like if you did a high jump to slop dive, I don't know how
Yeah.
you feel about that. You would
Nah,
have.
I don't know that trick,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Mm.
Okay. But even if you went like after Shack Tool, you probably would have been in a really good spot.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't know if that would have won me, but it would have been closer for sure.
Yeah.
This was
So-
a tough seed to figure out, though.
It was like, so that's what I was. Okay, when we had to go powerbomb hunting, what were your thoughts? Like, what were you thinking to yourself?
Well, I don't know. I just kind of went. I think I got my power bombs from Kraid. I just kind of like went full tilt. I didn't want to like do all the out of the way checks and criteria and stuff. And then obviously we didn't get anything in Brinstar, so I was just praying that either Kraid or Upper Norfair would have them.
Mhm.
Yeah, thankfully I got them from Kraid before I even
Yeah.
went down. But yeah, I don't know. I was a little bit panicking through Green Hills.
Yeah, I think that's past that. Essentially, past that green door, you're just thinking to yourself, like, okay, well, it's not much I can check. I could only hope, pray, whatever. And yeah, I mean, the plan was to commit to Upper Norfair all the way, but even then, it was kind of it was a bust, but at the same time, like in hindsight, it wasn't just because of the Varia location.
Yeah, and Spazer was there too, which kind of got me my grab and everything.
Hmm.
The suit location in this was just, they were mean.
Yeah,
Because now I think about it, Wreck Ship really would have been a bust if it was like, because the other suits were just completely detached from Wreck Ship.
Yeah.
But it just
Yeah,
kind of
Wreck Ship.
giving a false lead, honestly.
yeah. I knew once it was like pressure valve and heat shield up there. I was like, like okay, but maybe hell runs or some kind of suitless something would be more beneficial.
Hmm. I guess you did. When did you get ice?
I got ice like right after you dot done, basically,
Oh, okay. Look right at the
on
end.
my way to
Okay.
Turian. Yeah. I was gonna skip it, but once you dot done, I was curious, so I went up there just to look.
Okay. See, another thing that I was thinking to myself is like, I was thinking, what would you do? Would you, like, right after getting bombs, would you check Gauntlet or not? But I mean, I guess in some sort of way, it didn't really matter, but at least.
Yeah, it was really slow, and I mean, I needed kind of every advantage I could get, so I just decided to skip it. And I've been known
Yeah.
to die. Wasn't worth it for me. But yeah, it wouldn't really have helped that much, I don't think.
No. The day is really just the strangest suit locations. I don't know. This one actually was the worst one that I played all week. Everything else has been what people have said is kind of jetty, but this one threw me for a loop.
Yeah, my plan was to go like wreck ship first, right from Brinstar every seed, but this was like the one seed where I didn't have PBs, and I'm not getting soft locked up there.
No, I've said it in before, and I'm going to say it again. Whenever you have a seed where you don't get power bombs before bombs, you know it's going to be a trash seed.
Yeah.
Like, the game just gives you bombs, well, there you go. And you're just railroaded into some route, and power bombs are God only knows where.
Right.
Old mother brain, first power bombs, that'd be fun.
That would also be miserable. But yeah. That was the seed. I'm actually kind of glad that I don't gotta do. This is all up to Sloters now. She's the one that deals with dash recall. I don't to ever play this ever again.
It's interesting, but yeah, there's like a lot of choices, a lot of weird things you can do.
Hmm. Yeah, that's. I don't know. I think that's all I really have to say.
Do you have anything else you want to say, Tornado? Or
No, just GG. This was fun. As painful as it was kind of interesting, and I I wasn't really counting on a win on this one, but yeah, it was fun.
all right. Well, it looks like this is the. I want to say this is the last seed of the last race of week 6. The next match that is scheduled right now is Wednesday at 7:40 p.m. Eastern, and that will be a week 7 seed. I haven't actually checked the settings yet, but it looks like that will be Ocut Breast for Rupees versus Shack Tool's Nightmare. So look out for that. But yeah, shoutouts to Hockey for co-commenting. Shouts to both Sephi and Tornado for the interesting race, fun seed, and also huge shoutouts to Jestro for the tracking, because the trackers make these seeds much more palatable because you're able to see the items that the runners have. So always good to have a tracker. So huge shoutouts again. And honestly, I don't really know what else to say. So
Yeah, follow Beeps. I just love that. Palatable, really? Like that's such a good. Yeah, follow Beeps. That's like awesome. He's just really good at comms. That's why I'm glad he were able to do it. Shout out to Hockey
Yeah.
too, and thank you, Jestro.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching, everyone.
Have a good one, y'all.